Like Carl said, and he didn't finish the sentence. He said it's so hard to pass here when you're on probation.
Whoa, Greg Biffle, Mark Martin in the 5 car. Mark got in the outside wall hard.
They got hung. Oh, no.
Here we go. Montoya piles in.
47 car.
Edwards is in it. Keselowski misses it. And what did Harvick just do?
Oh, he tried to shoot the gap, and he got clipped.
And Ambrose gets the worst of it.
16-5. They get hung together right here. Bam. Mark hit that wall hard.
And he was trying to get down to pit road, and you can see he's all the way down on the right front.
Watch Jeff Gordon, nowhere to go, and when he gets sideways, that stacks everything and everybody up behind him.
Boy, another guy that did a great job getting through there was the 12 car.
They were hooked together almost.
Yeah, they got hooked together and couldn't get apart, and there goes Stewart. He was able to get around that.
Mark was way too fast.
Yeah, he had the whole right side torn up, and he just couldn't hold the car down with that right front down like that.
Wow.
Ooh, a lot of wheel spin back there on that. Oh, we got trouble. They're stacking up back there.
3-4 cars involved. Paul Menard, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Max Pappas among those.
And that was all
got a piece of it.
all due to that wheel spin. Those guys, when they got on the gas, there was a bunch of guys that got loose. Their rear tires broke loose, and it stacked them up behind.
This is where it starts.
Yeah,
it starts at the beginning. Let's be real clear. It starts in the first 4 or 5 cars. Yeah. But these are the guys that look at them back here.
Man, some of those guys just barreled in there.
Yeah, they were going, man.
So we go from our 4th caution to a red flag at Sonoma.
That bumper camera, is that one? He just said I got killed from behind. I think that was one. These guys, that's at the front of the pack, and that just, it's the accordion effect that everybody talks about. You see it on the highway, you see it at stop signs, you see it at stop lights, man. You see it everywhere. This is why I feel Truex had a great day running, and then got spun and got put in that position.
Spinner and hard hit in turn 3.
48 car.
And A.J. Allmendinger, Jimmie Johnson, and A.J. hard up into the wall in 3.
Boy, look at that thing.
Now, the caution had already come out when that happened, and
look at that
48
thing.
is junk.
Oh, here comes a...
Jimmie Johnson just nowhere to go. The 43 car of Allmendinger just coming back up the racetrack right in front of him.
That is a huge hit.
So the caution apparently was for Conway into the wall.
Yeah, look at
Not sure why Allmendinger was so far down on the racetrack.
That's brutal right there, man. That is a hard lick.
Jimmie Johnson climbs out.
I think the 24 is going to get boxed right here as they try to go 3
wide.
wide.
4 wide. Stewart Gordon's hard into the wall. There's Edwards, Allmendinger.
Oh, no, what mess.
Gordon and Stewart, and then cars trying to sweep by on the outside. Menard, Montoya, McMurray, all get caught up in it.
What a wadded-up mess.
The big one.
Can't remember. Let's see. He's on the
Stewart's
outside.
In the 14. And here comes Biffle on the bottom.
Yeah, we're going to go 3 wide. We're going to try to go 3 wide right here. You see Gordon forces his way by right there. Then Edwards got into the back of Stewart and got him into Gordon in the 24 car.
Allmendinger, there's McMurray.
And there they all go.
Menard, Boyer.
Logano.
Boy, look at Ryan Newman.
Ryan Newman, great job. Scott Speed.
Just snuck through there.
That's called bobbing and weaving. Absolutely.
Here in real time, you see it happening. We're showing you all these replays as the red flag is out.
Hard hit on Montoya. Watch the 82, the silver car there, almost gets into Gordon. Able to work his way through there.
Come on.
Casey Kane.
Up here a little bit. Get loose in front of you. Get low, get low. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Keep coming. Get through there. Get through there. You're good. Get low. You're good. Man, missed that 42 there.
Be a good time to get back in that hole and stay.
Now it's cat and mouse. Who's going to go? Who's going to go where?
If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag will end the race. Oh, around goes Newman. Newman up into Logano. 5 cars into the wall. 7. Caution.
Caution is out. The race is not complete. Not complete.
Had to get to the white flag to be complete.
Labonte up high, 4 wide.
4 wide is usually not a very good
thing. The 20 car of Logano gets into the back of Ryan Newman, and the 39 started this whole mess.
I almost wonder if the 39 of Newman didn't say, uh-oh, we're 4 wide, and maybe even eased out the throttle a little bit. I think that Logano just got in. I think Logano thought he could give him a push, clear that pack of cars, and go to the front. And he got him in the wrong place. We saw Carl Edwards do this to Greg Biffle here a couple of years ago.
See Vickers in the 83 involved, a car that led a bunch of laps, and Casey Kane in the 9 just had recovered from the repairs from the last wreck. Tell you what, that's a hard lick on some of those cars.
So many times, you know, we kind of slow things down so we can see what the fans at home and everybody can see what's going on. When it's real time, it's real violent.
Is Kyle leaving the car?
He had been cutting it.
Big. Casey Kane gets turned around. Greg Biffle involved. Mark Martin is there. No caution has come out. They're going to let him race back as Gordon piles in, and now the caution.
6. You knew that was going to be big when you saw the 9 coming back across the racetrack.
Take another look here. Watch. You see Casey Kane in the Budweiser car. He's going to make a run, and Allmendinger is going to take him all the way to the grass on a block.
Yeah, and I think Allmendinger, I think AJ felt like, okay, I'm this far down. He's not going to be there now.
And I mean, right in front of Mark Martin and Biffle. Who's that? Is that Truex in there too?
Yeah, Truex is in there.
Yeah.
Here's a 39 that we saw come off of turn 3, just in the gas.
Oh, Ambrose hit the inside guardrail a ton. Okay,
here's what happened final lap.
Casey, and Allmendinger put a big block on him, and that's what it was.
Oh.
He put a and man, once you get in that grass, you're done.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a hit, man.
Wow.
That was a hit.
That was a hard hit. The 16 and the 5 just drove into the side of the 9, had no place to go. The Mark Martin and Biffle took the hard hits right there.
White flag. White flag is out. 2.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble. The big one. Allmendinger on his lid. Side over side. End over end.
Kevin Harvick's going to win this race. Jimmy Johnson got out of shape first there. It saves it. And right behind him, everybody starts getting together. Looks like Tony Stewart. Of course, is Allmendinger upside down.
Boy, and that, thank goodness the safer barriers on that inside wall.
Yeah, and we've seen in the past that when something happens behind the leaders, that NASCAR's let these guys race.
I got to believe RC's a nervous wreck right now. His car's running good, but very close together on the track.
Well, they can block the track right now if they wanted to.
Oh,
I'm telling you. Oh, hang on, Jeff Burton.
Burton up into Hornish.
He's going to come back up
and now the big one.
There it is.
7, 8, 9 cars involved, many which were running inside the top 10.
And that's the whole field, isn't it?
That's the whole field.
Look at that. Nowhere to go.
And these guys were trying to avoid the 2 coming back up on the racetrack, and the first group that saw them check up, and everybody runs in behind them. That is massive right there. That's incredible.
He just goes diving down here after he gets clobbered by the 31. The 83, okay, this started already behind, but the 83 got turned.
But they see that going on in front of them, and they're all jockeying for position to avoid that. And it's that chain reaction accident. You know what I mean? Look at the cars, man.
There's a lot of cars in that accident.
Menard did a great job. He got up on the high side and kind of got around them. But these guys,
all these cars have damage here.
You see the first group when you don't pay attention to what the 2 cars doing. Watch everybody behind them, because this is where the wreck.
Well, see what happened. The 83 checked up, the 12 checked up, and it looked like Montoya got into the back of somebody. And but there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's just like you said, it's a chain reaction. There's a 5 car came in on fire.
That was
see Mark climbing out right there.
You see some of his crew members running over to help the Lowe's guys come over and get him out. That's pretty cool right there, man.
It happened with 12 to go.
Yeah, the 12 and it looked like I don't know how they got together, but the 83 and the 12 were at the front of that pack. And look at these guys. They're packed in there. Montoya's headed backwards. and you can't see. I mean, they kind of slide out of the way, but they're 4 deep and packed on top of each other, and they're still coming in behind them. You see the 12, you see the 42, you see these guys.
And there's just nowhere to go. I mean, there's no openings on the racetrack whatsoever.
Nowhere to go. And you can't imagine sitting at home driving into that at 170 or 80 miles an hour, getting up to speed, but driving into that and not being able to know left or right. And the spotters are way over here. They can't see. They can't tell you where to go either.
This is Jeff Burton.
Still outside. 2 pushing you now. Middle of 3. 3. Clear low. Got another wreck, another wreck, another wreck. You're clear. Watch him, watch him.
Gordon gets through
Go
that?
on, go on.
Keep the camera.
Look at Jimmy.
Yeah, right there. We could keep both these battles in this shot. Great job, guys. Down the stretch. Look out. Trouble. Kurt's into the wall. Boyer's in it as well. And Kurt's getting the worst of it.
Like a little bump drafting going on right there. We're trying to gain the advantage. Looks like the 48 got into the back of him a little bit.
Boy, he almost came back out onto the track right there. And there is the view as Kurt takes the wheel off.
Man, look at this car.
Oh, man, further back, Elliott Sadler. And look at this.
Gosh.
The engine is out of this thing.
Oh, my God. Well, the whole suspension. It's like the front part of the front suspension.
The window net is down for Elliott. He's got the helmet off already. That is the best news.
You can see he is
in some pain. Oh, man, I hate to see this. Look at the front of that car.
Engine completely out of the car.
Here's what Andy was talking about. The 48 was right on the 2. Looks like he might have got into him a little hard and turned him.
Yeah, he was trying to help him pass this 33 car from Boyer, but yeah, that went bad there.
It's a hard lick at 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, and then Boyer tags Kurt Busch. There's where the front wheel came from, maybe off of this 2 car. Yeah, there it comes loose. And then Kurt takes a pretty hard lick here on this inside wall. We've been talking about the safety, you know, or lack thereof, on this back straightaway at this track. I mean, it's, you know, the grass is kind of a situation that's really hard to deal with when you have these cars getting off into it.
It was a situation that track officials were addressing this weekend. They're talking about putting catch fence along that straightaway. Let's take another look at it. And also putting safer barriers on the inside of this wall.
You can see Boyer was trying to side draft a little bit at the same time, so there wasn't any room for any error there.
We're still trying to figure out, well, how Elliott Sadler got into all this.
There's the tap right there. Yeah, it wasn't intentional on Jimmy's part, but definitely that's what caused this, was that contact from Jimmy's front bumper.
Kurt, talk to me. All right, buddy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, look at that.
Head on into that Armco.
That's down in a 90-degree corner.
See, we could see from up high.
We talk about things that need to be addressed at certain tracks, and that's certainly an issue right there.
Oh, that's a big-time issue. You know, it just couldn't have been any worse, and that's what happens. I mean, these cars will find the absolute worst place to hit.
See, Kurt just misses that.
Well, you can see that the cleanup is going to take quite a while here, as we are under a red flag condition with 35 laps remaining.
And he won it in Finion 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Guys, you saw it right there. Those white gloves, they made a turn to the right.
Brad Keselowski has climbed out of his Penske Dodge. Edwards and Keselowski get together again.
All the flaps came open. The cowl flaps came open below the windshield. The roof flaps came open.
There's Brad. He's okay. Helmet, Hans device out.
He wasn't sure.
The best thing is he's walking away.
What a shame.